Welcome back, guys, to a brand new Palworld news update. Today we're going to be talking about the big future update, which is going to be coming to the game at some point this year. Some very interesting information to go through today because a lot of players have been linking something in-game to the next update, which this is probably still a little bit of a way out for the game because there's still lots and lots of bugs to be fixed. Server stability issues are still to be fixed. And as I've said to you guys, over the days, I'll be covering every single Palworld update that does go live. There was one big one yesterday for the Xbox, and there was one a couple of days ago, 2 or 3 days ago for the PC. But as I said, as soon as anything changes, I will let you guys know. Today we're going to be talking about new islands coming to the world of the game, and also, alongside that, we'll probably bring brand new pals too, which I can't wait for. I'm nowhere near at that stage where I need any of that yet, which is why I don't think the update will be for a while. Not just because of me, but I feel like they want to give the players a lot of the time to, complete the game themselves, get to the level 50s. And when they sort of get to a lot of players start to get closer to that stage, I think that's when they'll have on their roadmap the time to release these updates. They've probably been working on them for a very long time as well. Now, if you do enjoy today's video, make sure to smash that like button. No, you're on fire. Subscribe if you're new. It really does support me so much. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed. And if you do want to get yourself a Palworld server, just like myself, this one here, the link will be in the description for a dedicated server to play with your friends. So, a lot of people have been tagging me about the big tree, the biggest tree in Palworld, asking questions and answers about what this means and what this links to. So someone said, does Palworld have a story? Now, I did notice one of my good friends on YouTube, Neddy, has done a video talking about the story of Palworld, which I can't wait to actually watch because I've still got that yet to watch. But someone replied saying yes and no. The journals for people that want that you find around are for people that want to like lore hunt of the game. So most survival games will have some form of a backstory. Now, just like how a story mode game will have that sense of things, survival games tend to always send you on that idea of where you can, if you want to play the game just for survival and you don't care about the story, then you can just get on and play with it. But if you do kind of want to know a little bit of the backstory behind it, you can go and search for these journals. And someone then went on saying, and what's with the tree? And someone said probably just a placement for the new island where we'll be getting eventually. The desert and volcano and ice biome are still unfinished, so they probably want to fill those up before bringing out the new island, which will probably be up at where the tree is. So apparently, according to a lot of people, the next new islands that are being worked on is the desert, volcano and ice biome, which apparently is still unfinished. I haven't actually seen as much of that myself as I'm still in early stages. Well, I say early stages, but I would say I'm like mid-game at this moment in time. Sort of around, I mean, I'm level 19, nearly 20, but some of my friends are like 25. So that's sort of around mid-game, done a couple of the bosses. We actually just finished the raid, Rain Syndicate Tower the other day, which was actually, it was pretty easy because we both brought in our King Packers, and that was all good. But yeah, it was a pretty good fight. And someone said, I don't think the tree is a placeholder. The trailer and device at the beginning said the tree holds the truth or something. So the tree is probably staying, but I expect we'll get islands closer to the tree and eventually go to the tree itself. And then the response was, that's what I meant, it's just a location for the island. The tree will stay, we'll probably just get an island that surrounds it. Sorry if my wording made it seem that it was only temp. And then Bucky, who is the community manager, everyone is asking that same question. What is that big tree, the biggest tree? And Bucky then goes on to say again, the tree holds the truth. So everything seems to be, I mean, I don't actually know where this tree is. Maybe I haven't actually explored to that part of the map. There's still so much I've got to explore. I've done none of this yet, literally. I'm only like Like, well, as I said, I probably should have, and I'm even after this video, I'm thinking, right, Dom, it's time to go hunting to find this tree. But if you have got there and you've seen what it looks like, then please tweet me on Twitter. If you haven't followed me on Twitter, the link is in the description. I am very active on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, and I love being sent things on different things that you guys are finding, because this whole tree seems to link to a huge point of what is going to be the future of Palworld. So I still think the last time that I checked the player count recently, if we go to the Steam charts, I always love, I don't know why I've become like addicted to checking this ever since Palworld got released. And even right now as we speak, their peak was 1.8 million the other day, and there's currently 1.6 million playing. So it's still dominating the charts by about 700,000 players. Players are still wanting to find out the truth of the game. And if you've got any other findings that maybe you haven't or you've noticed but you haven't said about, or you wouldn't mind sharing, please do in the comment section down below. Obviously I don't like too many spoilers, but the thing I like about with Palworld is even if you hear the odd spoiler, it's just something for you to work forward to. It's not like you're playing a full-on story mode game where if someone ruins it for you, that's it. You know, everything can be different for everyone in story games. Now, something I also wanted to talk about is someone said today is the day the devs actually do something that isn't just a money grab, and Bucky got back saying this is a very elaborate money grab, working on the game for 3 years and then working almost non-stop 12 to 16 hours days since release. Feels like there are easy ways to money grab that don't involve just working to death. Now, something I understand, and I have I understand the gaming community in many ways sometimes. I feel like the gaming community is in a stage these days where they're very, very nervous about game releases. Every game that gets announced, there seems to be quite a bit of an uncertainty when it comes to releases, because a lot of people get slightly worried that, you know, it's going to be something that isn't actually what it's set out to be. I mean, you guys would have seen the day before. I'm sure you have. If you sort of watch a lot of game news over time, then I'm sure you've seen a lot of the day before, and how ridiculous that money grab and scam type thing was. I mean, that game was like literally unplayable. I've never refunded a game faster in my life, and we're level 20. I was just literally trying to capture 10 of every power at the moment. Will I kill this Lambo in one shot? No, I won't. I think I've already got 10 Lambos, or have I not? Have I got 10 Lambos? Oh no, I haven't even. So that's going to be the plan for what I'm going to be working on today. So I actually think I'm really behind the devs of Palworld. I really trust them. I think a lot of people worry because Craftopia was one of their old games. And we got some syndicates over there, and I feel like a lot of people say it was abandoned. And sometimes in life, you know, you have to make a decision to push on to the next step, you know, and try something new if something's not working for you. And I get some people may have loved Craftopia, but the dev team at Pocket have showed that if you come up with new ideas and something's not working for you and you move with the times, you can end up having the crazy success that these devs have seen. I mean, do you think they realized after Craftopia they were going to make this game and think it's going to be as successful? And from what we've seen already, there's been no lawsuits that have really gone through from Pokemon either. I mean, I know sometimes they can take a little bit longer than that over time, but I don't feel like, you would have thought they would have covered their own backs and made sure that when they released the game, they weren't gonna be too worried on things going wrong there. So I think we're in a pretty good place with Palworld. We've seen the roadmap. We know some of the things that's to come with the game. And I just think over time, you know, Arc, a lot of people relate it to Arc because it's got some very, very similar features to Arc as well as Pokemon. But Arc's been going strong for 8 years. And that's kind of with a player base of what? 100 to 200,000 players concurrently on Steam when they were at their peak. Palworld smashed that with over millions of players. Do I think they'll keep millions of players forever? Maybe not, but when you've got such a huge fan base of people behind you that love Pokemon, and they've got something that other survival games have never had, because and as long as they keep up the game fresh and keep updating it, then I don't see why they can't go ahead and create some amazing new updates and be one of the biggest survival games for the next couple of years ahead. But that's pretty much all the news I wanted to share with you guys regarding new islands. Look how many Pal balls we're getting. I even still find standard blue ones just so useful. I've got about 343 in my inventory. I need to go make some new mega ones. And I'm getting close, I think. If I'm level 20 now. Oh yeah, I can make gigaspheres. There we go. Sorted. That's perfect. And then we're getting closer to some bigger things. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. Unfortunately, I would love to share a release date with you on the new island, but I still feel like we're a couple of months out until we see some form of new island. But I wanted to share with you guys the information that we have so far and what the community's talking about. Leave a like on today's video, subscribe, get yourself a server, link in the description. And apart from that, looking forward to reading through the comment section. Catch you guys in a bit.